Sorry about that. Dun 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 dun. I figured I would continue on the side quest to get to my next main mission. The level difference. Well, let me check out the deal of this. Throw a grenade. Okay. I think I have the motion sensor ones. One second. Yeah, the proximity grenade. Fish. Oh, that's why. I was wondering why I was actually taking damage for a second.
Ha-ha! Bullseye!
I was watching Team 4-Star play Sekiro. I thought it was funny. Mostly because most of the time it's the abridged Dragon Ball Z abridged or Dragon Ball Z Kai abridged Vegeta, who just goes around playing games, and then sometimes they'll do like Saiyan plays or Krillin plays. So like the dude who's the voice actor for Krillin, the dude who's the voice actor for Goku, and the dude who's the voice actor for God, I can't remember his fucking name. Nappa's voice actor. This is all for the abridged people, of course. They stream games, and they also like have a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel's condensed, but like the streaming's funnier, I personally think. That's 66. What's the one I have? I don't like proximity. I need to get rid of it.
I got something for you.
I don't understand. Is that times 11? It is. I'm gonna die. Oh, those are what's killing me. The gunboats. That was a little terrifying. Oh, it's too far away from the turret to actually see it. It's kind of gay. Whoa. Oh, that's how I destroy it. I like how it sinks, but it leaves that floating. That's kind of funny. Also, why are their pirate ships all friendly? If you notice, the bomb was smiling, the Cupid had an arrow, but I mean, nothing screams terror much like a naked baby with a bow. Maybe to these guys, they're not the brightest bunch, but. One more ship, I think. Fuck, I wasted that. Batteries are low.
Get your ass gone!
The ship might be that way. I actually think I see it. Got it. Just need to find one more grenade and then destroy the last section, which is right there. I just gotta find a grenade. After this playthrough of this game, I think I'm gonna go through Borderlands 2. And if I do a from scratch Borderlands 2, I might either continue with the character me and Josiah started off with Sean, but I don't ever think he's gonna play that with us, so I'm not really upset. But I'll probably just start off as the Psycho or something. Just because I don't think I've ever like finished a playthrough as the Psycho. I think that would be neat. Or I might just play with Bryce. I don't know. Hey, grenades.
know that hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit, like even the side quests in Borderlands 2, they had a lot going for them. Like even though they were side quests, they had like some sense of humor or funniness. Like I distinctly remember the set of triplets where it's like one of them's a murderer or whatever, and then it's like find out which one. That was funny to me. The one where everyone was having like a Truxican standoff and they're trying to figure out who stole whose loot. Tiny Tina's missions where you had to track down her friend for a tea party. Actually, that might have been a main quest. No, it might have been a side quest. I thought those were interesting. A side quest with the bully bong naming, that was funny. I can name a bunch off the bat, but like when you play this game, it's like it was the first one. Didn't figure out what it was till after the game released and they did the DLCs. I think a lot of the humor picks up in. I think Mopsy's got a little bit of humor for her DLC, but I think a lot of it picks up in the zombie and the General Knox and Claptrap. I think they really realized what they could have done with Claptrap.
Another one bites the dust.
What's in here? All these turn in New Haven. Interesting. Then what mission do I have next? Bandit treasure map. Yeah, I do enjoy playing this with Ryan and Tony, but like when I play this, I'm like, the weapon's worth it. I'll pick it up. If it's not, it's not. Like there's so much loot drop when you're playing with multiple characters. And like, you can go to the vendors and stuff, but after a certain point, vendors become pretty useless, so you're just fighting out what you like. But they're really into it. They've got a kind of methodology.
Well, hey there. Welcome. You keep yourself out of trouble.
So do I not have a key? I guess I don't. It said I had one key when I started off the game, but then I just lost it. Need to figure out how to get those. Alright, let's compare bazookas, because I'm only going to have one. I'm not wasting my time with that shit. So we got 569, it's a 2-shotter. 403, it's a 3-shotter. That's the one I want. 56 times 12. Oh, the 105 times 9 is actually better. That's funny. Didn't expect that. Well, that would make sense math-wise. I don't know. Whenever I play this game, sometimes the numbers just don't mix with me. That's 69. This one's 55. It's got 28 though. This one's got 28. But it's got explosive. compare to... Still better. That's a 6 shooter, that's an 18 shooter. That does 4 times the damage. Let's go 5 shots. What does the sniper up here got? That one's got 6. That one's got 6. So the one down here that's locked needs to go. Ryan was right. I should pay attention more to like certain aspects of it. I was honestly, like when I was little, all I paid attention to was the damage. I never paid attention to what the gun did. I regret that now, but also like I have a tendency when I play games, I'm enjoying it, but I'm also like trying to go through as fast as fucking possible. I honestly think it's a little bit of the completionist in me. I'm just like, let's do this, let's kick this game's ass, yada yada yada. Which I mean, isn't a bad thing to have, but it'll definitely affect the way other people see how you play. Let's see. Yeah, this is in here. I think I bought all the purples, so unless it goes higher, I don't need the blues. So I've got Doll Headland, Bandit Treasure. And then I believe you had the Claptrap, the Zombie. So there's 4 DLCs, I believe. So designated to 4 different areas, but the Claptrap I think is literally just this map, but filled with Claptraps. Like they don't go for a whole new map type deal, but like it's all new objectives. With the Zombie, it's a whole new map and a whole new enemy type. And I gotta admit, the zombies are a bit tough. Tougher than you would expect.
Look at you roll. I got the ride.
And then General Knox is a lot of Crimson Land, so like it's difficult, but I just got to the point where like I'd overplayed this and I wasn't enjoying it. I didn't really have like a group of friends I was playing it with, and I revisited after Borderlands 2 came out when I had access to the DLCs, and I just didn't go all the way through it, and I regret that. I really do. It's just because there's some storyline there with Athena that definitely is missed. But
Armaments here.
44 times 7, shit. 52 times 4. Let's compare. $52 times 12. I don't know why I said times 4. I do need to try out that shotgun. Okay, let me get it reused to. So assaults up top, pistols right, bottom sniper, left a shotgun. Ah, it's a 2-shotter, that's why. Hopefully it gets the message across. Shit. shit. Man, the battery deal isn't as good as I thought. I think my chargeable batteries might be actually like slowly decaying and losing their charge. But it like gives me a, well, I guess it did give me a 20-minute warning. Somewhat of a 20-minute warning. That's not bad, but like I used to think it was an hour that you had left whenever it warned you. I don't know. I don't know the exact science behind the overlay for charged batteries. This cherry limeade, how much of it is left, and is it still good? All of the above. Wasn't supposed to make sense. Now I think I only have the main mission left to do. Sweet. Yeah, I sent Ryan a party invite because his Xbox says it's on, but I think he is doing something right now. Alright. I'm gonna compare this shotgun to this. Still does more damage. I'm gonna stay with it because the proficiency for these weapons is low. And if I start getting a bunch of these, I'm gonna definitely want to use them. So there's a story to this game. It's not as there as it is in 2, and a lot of it's like in the reading for the missions. Like there's like those little paragraphs underneath each. And the story for the guy I'm about to kill to continue the story is you got to go back to that town near where that dude was hiding out with his claptrap. And basically, if you don't read the mission bios, you don't know shit. But basically, the dude who's in there with his claptrap, you go kill his brother and someone else, or who are taking over the city, or who took over the city or whatever. Then you help him get power. He becomes the next bandit leader. Every time you do something out here, you're really just pissing off the lady in New Haven by like making it worse until you like kill the second person and then you make it better. So like helping Marcus with his shit makes this bad, and Marcus hunt down those dudes who were distributing weapons. That angers some people, yada yada yada. So basically, you just constantly get messaged by her like, hey, you fucked up. Which makes me wonder, like, she's not super likable, but she's also not wrong. Which makes me wonder if, like, the decision to kill her off was just because she wasn't, like, she was a character, but, like, most of the characters in here had, like, no popularity besides... I mean, the Doc kind of got popularity with the Dr. Zed DLC, but they play that off like it's his brother, which is kind of what gave him a little bit of a cult following. Claptrap, I think he got his due justice whenever he started when he had his own DLC, which gave him like a chance to shine, I gotta admit. These guys are level 29, they're a little tougher.
Target hit. It's like having another soldier on the field.
Deadly, it bounced back. Did it go through the garage? That's weird.
Shoot 'em all.
invisible barrier there.
That was all me.
Sweet, what do you drop?
Wonderful. Now, do your best to prepare yourself for what's ahead. I'll contact you again soon.
This'll help.
줬어요. I am kind of almost at a time mark, so I can switch off to another game here pretty soon and play something with you.
Okay.
We can maybe try out some more Titanfall.
I honestly thought you were playing with Ryan right now anyway.
I sent him an invite, but I think he just left his Xbox on.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I don't remember what he does, like, normally. Like, we know Sean does that all the fucking time, but I couldn't remember if he did or not, just because he had to re-plug in his Xbox. It had been so long he had played it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because he started...
so long for him.
Well, he went over to PC gaming and started playing World of Warcraft with his brother. That's why Ryan hasn't been on. So Ryan literally goes to school, he doesn't have a job, and then he would play like PC games or mobile games. Like, he's really big into mobile games too. So like, him and his brother would play like these methodical fucking mobile games all the goddamn time. That's actually how he met his last girlfriend.
Without a master, I have two
That's how
options.
Ryan met
I
his
can
last
listen to you
girlfriend, was
move
on
your
mobile
disgusting meat
games.
flaps, or I
never-
can stick an electrode up my back panel and call it paradise.
Makes you a little sad,
I'll
doesn't
comply
it?
with what you need. Then get out of my
The more I
skin
describe the
range.
situation, the
Prepare
more
yourself.
depressing it gets.
Your next challenge awaits. It might seem insurmountable, but you can do this.
For
You
you,
will
because you don't
prevail.
even have a girlfriend.
But I've had them in the past, and the situations have never been that sad. I mean, all my shit gets chalked up to, hey, I got cheated on, or hey, whenever I started doing like our first dates, I got told, hey, they like the concept of dating, but they didn't like the dating part. They just wanted me to buy them shit. Honestly, I might not be the greatest judge of character. I'll admit that.
You must prepare yourself. You have come very far in your journey, but it is not yet over, and it is not yet time to rest. Much depends on your actions moving forward. This last challenge will be your greatest.
When does it go to purple?
Never.
There's a mission over here. I think Sean is online. Max sent me an invite earlier. I think he started to realize that Sean's not playing anything other than like very specific games. So he's been trying to find more people to play Sea of Thieves with, because Sean got him into it, but then Sean just stopped playing it.
Yeah, well, I couldn't tell if Sean was online, so I just haven't even sent him an invite yet. Hi!
I. What?
Oh, I think Astroneer got added to the Game Pass or something like that.
What's Astroneer?
It's like like Minecraft in space. It's easiest way I can say what that is.
Is it
Either
playable with
that-
friends?
Yes. Either that or something else happened that for some reason it is in my ready to install thing. That's just not ready to install because it hasn't hit the button. But I don't remember it being there. Honestly, it's confused.
Critical hit. Ha-ha! Bullseye!
I'm so power leveled that the enemies in the new area I went into that are supposed to scale to my level are still 5 levels fucking behind.
Are we keeping score here?
Scrappy! I will save you eventually, Scrappy.
He won't. Okay, so I think Astroneer just had like a trial or something, and that's why it's ready to install part. Because I was going over here to see what games I should reinstall, and what I should get rid of.
Target hit. Bullseye.
So we started talking more in class about like Christianity, and the more you go into like the history and the shit they do, the more you realize there's some shady shit that they never talk
Yeah.
about in the Bible.
Yeah.
So today, I brought this up in class. It was
Oh, is it
already
something-
talked about.
Is it something I've
but-
told you, or something that we've discussed before? I'm curious.
It's similar to what we discussed, like, you know how like Christians' philosophy is to turn the other cheek, but like if you've learned anything from like the Crusades or any part of fucking history, they don't actually do that. So, and if you learn anything about Roman history, you realize that like the Christians who became martyrs willingly became martyrs when the Romans were like, because the Romans had like anti-Christian laws set in place by a dickhead or two, but they never took them seriously. So like, if you were turned in by your neighbor, all you had to say is like, hey, just tell everybody you're not Christian. You can continue being a Christian afterwards. Just tell everyone you're not, and you're like, Christians were like, no, we want to be martyrs, fam, and they were like, well, let's all die willingly, and they're like, we have 3 ways of which you can get out of here. It's this: you can pay the fine, or you can just like be like, hey, I'll apologize, or switch religions. There were like 3 or 4 different options they gave them. But anyway, so we were talking about it, and then like one of the Christian girls' defense was just like, hey, but Christians got treated poorly by Romans, and I'm like, actually, a lot of it's like kind of mixed, and you got to forget there was a third party involved with a lot of that mistreatment, which was Jewish culture and the Jewish party. I say party, not political party, but they were in control of the government in that area.
All right, we got
Oh, you
guns
mean in the
over
area?
here.
But
Okay,
Rome,
I thought you were about to say, like,
but Rome
Jews were in
controlled the
control.
Jews.
Like, no.
Rome controlled
No,
the
they
Jews, but the Jews had control of their own culture, is basically what I'm saying.
Roman strategy, as it kind of expanded further and further, was to less Romanize and more just kind of like take over.
Yeah. But anyway, so we start skipping over some stuff, and it's like, and then Christianity took over, and I'm like, whoa, we skipped a big chunk there, and he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, what did the Christians do to the Romans? He's like, oh, they killed all of them and destroyed the Roman religion. And I'm like, there you go.
I mean, that is briefly going over about 200 years of history, but yeah, that's the end result.
Yeah, I was like, but I turned to my teacher just because like I knew a bunch of like the Christian kids didn't believe that response, and I went, what happened to the turn the other cheek? And he's like, as you'll learn throughout history, most Christians don't actually follow that.
As you learn throughout history, no one practices what they preach, and then he just moves on.
Basically, that's what happened. I thought it was funnier than fuck. But like, we have like this old lady who's a hard Trump supporter who like came into class the other day wearing a "Make America Great Again" hat, and I went, oh god, I fucking hate her. Like, every time we talk about religion, she won't say shit out of fear that she knows she'll be proven wrong. But she's supposed to be this devout. Yeah, she's still gonna believe it, but she's supposed to be like this devout Christian who has unshaking and unwavering whatever, yada yada yada, and then you're just sitting there like, come on, speak up, speak your mind. You're a Trump supporter. We know this is what you do.
Come on, start shouting.
Because at least the other Christian lady in class had the decency to be like, I don't know if I completely agree with this, and got up and left class. Like, she said, no, fuck this shit, I'm out, fam. Me and the fucking British chick, and then the dude in my right were fucking sitting there laughing. We were making jokes, and then I pulled out my phone, and I just started passing it around the class, and the teacher gave me this weird look, and he's like, is that relevant to the discussion? I'm like, yeah, here it is. And it's this fucking picture. And it's so beautiful. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's the priest sitting there in between Jack Sparrow and another pirate. He's like, you're either with us or against us. And he's like, I am not with you, neither am I against you. And then he turns to Jack, and he's like, can he do that? He's like, he's religious. I believe it's required. And everyone in class just started fucking laughing.
Yeah. I had something very similar to the discussion of, on the subject of fake things. Oof. Anyway.
Big oof.
We were talking in class, and I don't remember exactly how we got there, but at one point a kid jokingly says, climate isn't real, it's made up by the Chinese. Which was just funny as fuck. And then I turned to him and was like, are birds real? And he goes, no, birds aren't real. And then there was about a 5-minute discussion about whether birds were real. In that
Are you fucking me?
All jokingly, of course.
That's still fucking beautiful.
One dude was like, no, birds are real. Pigeons aren't, though. Ever seen a pigeon die of natural causes? Suicidal as fuck. Everyone was just kind of laughing. One girl was like, I've seen a pigeon die before, and they were like, how'd they die? She was like, I hit it with my car, and they were like, see, suicidal, and then they kept going.
See, it's funny because like my favorite thing is like we have this one lady who is the mom to one of the kids that my brother went to class with. So she's older, and we have a lot of older people in our class. Like we have 3 people who are like fucking late adulthood, getting to elderly, basically like right before 50s, coming up on it. See, we have 3 of them, but that comprises like 1/3 of the entire class.
Fair enough.
But
and then that flock of Asians that you were talking about.
Oh yeah. By the way, the flock of Asians no longer exists. They dropped out of the classes like 2 weeks in.
That's weird shit.
They can do math, but I don't think they can do history.
That's racist as shit.
It's funny. It's fucking true as fuck. Not the stereotypes, but the fact that they like quit like literally no shit a weekend.
All of them.
I thought that
just
was
like,
funnier.
Nah, fam, we're out.
I think most of them are related. Because 2 of them the way they talk to each other, I thought they were brothers.
Listen
And
here,
then I think
Hunter.
one of them's a cousin. No. It was
Just
the same
because
at
they
Dodge.
all
We had
look
like
the same
no.
doesn't mean they're
no.
related.
It's because of the way they talk to each other and the mannerisms they use. I'm pretty sure 2 of them were brothers and 1 of them was a cousin.
Just 'cause they look the same.
Not because of the way they look.
Racist fuck boy. Bite you or fight you? Don't do either. Oh, cool.
But no, it was. Yeah, I think it was an interesting day at class. And then like we went to do my schedule for next semester. Because like my advisor always has fucking classes after shit, so it's like it's almost impossible for me to get a hold of him. But then I finally fucking did. And we go to do our like my teacher. Like I'm minoring in teaching and I'm majoring in history.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over the classes, and the list he has for teaching, he's like, I think some of this shit's wrong or outdated. And I'm like, is that your current one? He's like, yeah. And I went, what the fuck? So he's like, let me call the office and figure out some shit. We got a glitch in the matrix over here. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I guess I'll come back tomorrow.
You fix your shit, I'll be back.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I was like, yeah, whenever this shit gets fixed, I'll be back.
I'm in 2 weeks. I'm going to and going to like an orientation enrollment day, which is gonna suck.
So you're gonna move there, right?
Yeah, but that's not happening.
Are you gonna live on or off campus?
I'm gonna be living in Junction City, which is about 20 minutes away from the campus.
It's gonna be with your parents again, though, isn't it?
It's either gonna be with my parents or they're talking about finding like a little house, because Junction City prices for houses is extremely low. So they're like, there's a shit ton of like 1-bedrooms just under $30,000, and your older brother, my oldest brother, wants to start getting real estate and wants to start doing that sort of stuff. So what better first tenants than his family? Because then he can also like write it off on his taxes or something, and get it like get the whole price like swept off or something. So it's like this whole big thing that he can do that just helps him entirely. So it's just like, yeah, okay, cool. There's a house for like $9,000, and I was like, I'll take it. And they were like, you have to sign a waiver to see it. And I was like, maybe not. That sounds horrible. Something's wrong with it. And they're like, it's next to a cemetery. And I was like, something's wrong with it.
Oh. It's that one place where there were just too many dead bodies.
My response to them telling me it was next to a cemetery, though, was like, I lived in the Great Big House. Now it's basically a cemetery next to one kind of an improvement here, man. That's just your response. Next one's kind of moving up in the world. Fucking basically doing one. Okay, I think I've gone through these. I don't think there's anything that I need to reinstall. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be anything. What the fuck is center? Doesn't seem to be anything there. I can play together. Boss battle, okay. Dark Souls.
The first one?
No. This is what center is basically Dark Souls. I'm picking up on real fast.
I don't think so.
That's what it said, basically. boss battles, or the game is basically centered around boss battles.
Getting better all the time.
Dark Souls-y stuff, punishing. Looks very Dark Souls-y at least. I don't know. There's really nothing. Nothing that we could really play together, unless we want to play Farming Simulator 17 together.
I will fucking kill myself before that happens.
Got it. I'm gonna make sure you have to do it then, just because. I mean, either way is a win-win, right?
Fuck you.
I'm reinstalling that Rootner game that you were like, it's super difficult.
Guess I'm running out of the zone.
How close to done are you?
I just finished a boss fight, and I'm about to go grab a Vault key piece, and I think I'll be done after that.
Okay, I'm gonna send you this dude's OkCupid profile, and then we can both start critiquing the shit out of it.
It's a what?
It's an OkCupid profile.
Oh god. By the way, I got 2 people to reply to our looking for group.
Oh yeah?
I'm going to maybe message them.
Yours.
Fine, whatever, fuck off.
How does it look so far for those 2 people?
Let me see. Oh,
I mean, finish your shit
like,
up first. And then
I
talk about it.
I haven't talked to him yet. I just know that 2 people replied to it, so I'm gonna. I don't know whether I should like invite them to a party and talk to them to get to know them, or send them a message and just like be like, tell me about you. I don't know if that sounds right. Asking someone to tell me about themselves might come across a little weird. Whoa, what do you think I should do?
Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Why does this guy look like a skinnier, taller Logan?
Is there not an emoji for like having your hands underneath your head? You know, like the so tell me about yourself face. Like, you know exactly the face I'm saying. You put your elbows down on the table, you put your hands, you put your knuckles underneath your chin.
I've seen enough romantic comedies to have that shit memorized.
Gotta fucking find it. I think there is one. Damn it. I was gonna say here's what you do, and then you just send them this message, and it was gonna be the emoji of them, the emoji of you doing that, and then with the text, so tell me about yourself.
Make it worse? Fuck.
Yeah, make it worse. That is exactly the plan. Mac is actually currently on Sea of Thieves in a party.
Yeah, I know.
with
That's
3
where he
other
invited me
people.
to a party. Yeah, none of them are Sean.
Cool. Oh shit, they probably are his cousins or some shit like that.
I don't know. I think he's dealing with the same thing we are, where Sean's just being weird and he's trying to find more people to play with. Because normally I'm like, I've never been mean to Mac, but I've like whenever Mac's like just kind of been too hostile or gets too aggressive, I'm like dial it down a notch. Which most of the responses are answered with a fuck you, unless Sean either reins him in or doesn't. But I think he's gotten better. But normally when he sends me an invite, it's whenever Sean's with him. So if Sean's not with him and he's sending me an invite, I kind of think he's desperate.
Keep in mind, he is deceptively young.
What do you mean he's deceptively young?
Like, how old do you think he is?
19?
I actually think he's close. I actually think you're not too far off. I might be remembering Jordan.
I was gonna say, he's gotta be 19 or 20. He's gotta be over 18 because he's worked at places that serve alcohol.
Yeah, well, he also lives in a state where they really don't give a shit about that.
State
It's in the South. I think he lives in Missouri. Or no, he lives in Mississippi. So,
I was
yeah,
gonna
they
say,
don't
you
give a
just
shit
said
about
Missouri, and I'm like, that's north.
that. No, they don't. It's in the South. I think it's Mississippi, and they don't give a shit about it down there. He said it multiple times. They don't give a shit about it here. Are you kidding me? I've known plenty of people who work in places that serve alcohol when they were 14. As a waiter. Serving people alcohol. Just don't tell anybody. Just get away with it pretty easy. Like Dylan's, you don't have to be 18 to work there as a cashier. You just have to have at least one that is 18 on a shift at any given time, and you're fine. Or
Well, it loves you don't have to be over 18. You could be 16. You just can't sell alcohol till you get your. There's a way around it. The liquor license.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. I think we're.
But I think you have. But I think you have to be. You have to at least be maybe 16 or 17, and most of the time they want you to be 18 whenever you get it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I think there's ways around it, and also it's not like they're gonna fucking check.
Alright, let me check what you sent me.
18.
My self-summary, I'm an active member of the atheist community. I'm a musician and a writer. I'm a gamer and a tech geek. Animator and a comedian. I have an irregular sense of style, enjoying suits and trench coats. Oh, Columbine.
Yeah, keep
ding,
going.
ding, ding. I care very little about what people think of me, and I keep my friends close. I'm a fighter and a protector. What am I doing with my life? I'm currently just finishing high school in Texas. After that, I will be attending DeVry University for just 2 years before myself and 3 of my closest friends will be moving to Japan. We'll be studying and making a career in video game development.
So yeah, so there's that. First critique, his grammar sucks ass. He has
I've
at least
noticed.
4 sentences there that are like, I am. He honestly, also the way if he was like, I'm gonna break it up into 2 that are similar. Shouldn't have done animator and comedian together. If you want to break it up into things that are similar, you actually should do it in groups of 3. It'd be musician, writer, comedian, gamer, animator, tech geek. That sounds better.
Can I just say that like his general appearance reeks with Logan's figure and Columbine shooter. Also, what the fuck is in his hand?
That's a cup.
What kind of fucking cup is that?
It's one of those protein shake cups. It actually should. I don't know if it does, but it should actually have like a little whisk in it. Like it's a little ball whisk.
The little whisk ball, yeah, I know.
Yeah, it should have that in there. I don't know if
keep
it
in mind,
does.
this dude's wearing all black and leather in
Yeah,
what
and a
appears to
fedora.
be at least 70 and a fedora in like 70 to 80 degree weather, and he's
Well-
not skinny.
We can't tell if it's that. Also, he's also not like super obese though.
No, he's like on the farther end of
If
modern.
only we could put if only we could put it up on like a screen and be like, this is what we're seeing. This is the image of this man. Anyway, I mean, honestly, if he shaves his beard, cuts his hair, stops wearing a fedora, ditches the jacket. He can wear a jacket, just not that. I'm pretty sure he also has leather gloves on. Get rid of those.
Yeah.
Maybe don't. mention
Keep in mind,
Japan,
if you
that
look at
reeks of-
his like right hand, it looks like that leather glove does not fit him correctly. That he just got what he needed.
Yeah, it really does. It doesn't fit snug around the palm. It also might be how he's holding his hand out. You can't see the fingers, so it might be one of them all together points, not one of them spread out hands. It might just be like a ooh. What are those? But still,
Like having another soul.
it doesn't look like it fits. Yeah, all black. That's a no. Let's do gray and black. Ditch the leather jacket, cut that hair, ditch the fedora. I hope to God that's not an anime cut, though. Like, that's the thing I'm staring the
That's what
closest
I was
at.
concerned. Like, I swear I can see like a bent ankle of like some anime female, and I can see like the ribbon of a skirt coming off to the right.
It definitely has
We got ourselves a hero.
more of a childy look to it. What
I
I
was
would
gonna say, like,
totally, even if his plans are going to Japan, cut that off. Going to DeVry for at least 2 years, and then me and my friend, you know, then like that's it. Just like, I'm going to DeVry. In. That way it sounds nice. It sounds real nice. Suits and trench coats. Trench coats are not good to wear. Definitely don't say I'm a fighter and protector. You can condense all this into one paragraph that basically would say I am non-religious. I am a musician, comedian, and writer. I am a gamer. Maybe I play video games. I animate and I.
Not to mention,
I'm a
like,
tech geek.
like animations, like being used very like loosely, because it's like I'm an animator. It'd be like I animate. I'm not an animator because he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not an actual animator. Because, like, you can draw, you can do all that shit, but until you become a true animator, you shouldn't put that in your fucking deal. Not to mention, keep in mind, he says he's still in fucking high school, and then he says he's gonna go to Japan with 3 of his fucking friends. No offense, it's hard to get your own shit together, let alone 3 other fucking people's.
Like, we're just sitting here just kind of going at this guy, but I mean, it's all true.
Like, that guy's... I don't know. Like, he's not the dumbest person in the world, but this man reeks Florida.
It's fair, the outside looks
It's
very
like-
south.
I was gonna say, this guy looks like he could be kind of related to Sammy. He's got Sammy's figure. Although Sammy's maybe got like 50 more pounds. He's built like Sammy. Face-wise and hair-wise. It just screams to me like that one ex-roommate I'll never forget for terrible reasons. Alright, I'm turning in this quest and I'll be done. And I'll have hit about an hour mark. Sweet. Yeah, no, Josiah, I went back in my videos while I was re-uploading stuff to check some shit out. Ever since the first time we tried the Battlefield 5 Royale, we have yet to play with Sean.
Yeah.
Because the first thing that pops up in that stream is the terrible fucking background audio of Sean fucking playing Metal Gear. And he keeps saying, God, I love Metal Gear. Like, that just keeps getting repeated. But, like, we're having fun, and I didn't realize this because, like, we were playing our game and doing our own thing. But, like, rewatching through and focusing on his audio, like, I think he was getting mad at us for playing our own games.
Well,
I thought it was the funniest fucking thing.
Like, what the hell at that point?
Like,
Anyway.
he kept trying to say shit, but we were talking about the game and playing a Battle Royale, so we're, like, doing callouts and shit. So, like, every time he tried to make a point, it was unintentional, but something would happen in the fucking game where we'd cut him off, and I think he just got fucking mad. I went back through and I'm like, Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
That's exactly what I thought.
What game?
But anyway, we can do Titanfall 2.
Okay.
We can try some Battlefield 5 or some Battlefield 5 Royale. Just name which one you feel like you prefer.
Guess let's do Titanfall 2 for now. Just
All
because
right, that works.
I was at the bottom part of my